In the village of Omiru, the elders warned of children born with a second soul, a spirit that should never exist in the mortal realm. To have a second soul was forbidden, a sign of immense power, but also a curse. Those who carried it could see the living and the dead, hear voices that did not belong, and sometimes lose themselves entirely. Amara was such a child. She was born during a lunar eclipse, when the sky turned blood red and shadows stretched unnaturally across the earth. Her mother had cried with fear, warning the midwife that the child would bring chaos. But Amara survived, and as she grew, it became clear, she was different. From a young age, she could feel the other soul inside her, a silent, watching presence that whispered secrets no one else knew. Sometimes it was playful, guiding her to hidden paths in the forest or warning her of danger. Other times, it was darker, angry, whispering threats that chilled her to the bone. The village feared her. Elders warned her mother, the second soul must be exorcised, or the girl will bring destruction. But Amara's mother, desperate to protect her, kept the secret hidden. The awakening. On Amara's 16th birthday, the forbidden second soul awoke fully. It spoke with clarity for the first time. Amara, you are not one. You are two. And the world will want what I am. At first, Amara ignored it. But then strange things began to happen. People she had never met appeared in the village, only to vanish when she approached. Animals refused to enter her path, and shadows moved independently around her. Worst of all, she began seeing the dead, long-lost ancestors, forgotten travelers, and spirits trapped between worlds, each drawn to the second soul inside her. Her friends and neighbors began to notice. Whispers spread, she is cursed. She carries another spirit within her. Fear grew into hatred. The stranger in the shadows. One night, as the village slept under a new moon, Amara ventured into the forest to calm her mind. There, she encountered a man cloaked in shadows, his eyes glowing faintly. You are the one of two, he said. The second soul inside you is forbidden, but it can be mastered. Or it can destroy everything you love. He called himself Kelem, a traveler who had once carried a second soul but had been consumed by it. He explained that the second soul was an ancient spirit, imprisoned long ago by the ancestors for its power to manipulate life and death. It had chosen Amara as a vessel, awakening now because the balance between worlds was faltering. Kelem warned her, if you do not learn to control it, the second soul will seek freedom by tearing your body apart and consuming the village. And it will not stop there, it will hunger for more. The trials of two souls. For months, Amara trained with Kelem. The second soul manifested as a dark reflection of herself, faster, stronger, and cunning. It could move objects, manipulate people's thoughts, and even summon spirits to obey its command. The first trial was learning to share her body. When the soul acted independently, it caused havoc, crops burned, livestock vanished, and villagers went missing. Amara realized she had to synchronize with it rather than fight it. The second trial was confronting the spirits drawn to her. Each night, the dead came closer, testing her courage. Ghosts of children, warriors, and forgotten mothers demanded she release them or face their wrath. Amara cried, pleaded, and fought, but her second soul absorbed their power, growing stronger with each encounter. The threat revealed. Then came the day of the eclipse of shadows, an event that occurs once every century. The second soul stirred violently, almost independent of her control. From the nearby mountains, creatures long forgotten in myths, the Shadowborn, half-human, half-spirit beings, descended toward Omiru. They had sensed the forbidden second soul and sought it to awaken their ancient master, a spirit older than the village itself. Amara had only one choice. She could either let her second soul fuse completely with her and risk losing herself, or she could attempt the forbidden ritual, a dangerous practice to seal the second soul temporarily, but with unpredictable consequences. The forbidden ritual. Under the blood-red eclipse, Amara prepared the ritual in the center of the village. Spirits swore, Shadows danced, and the air thickened. She invoked the names of ancestors and whispered incantations Kelem had taught her. The second soul resisted, screaming silently in her mind, pushing her to abandon the ritual. But Amora pressed on, shedding tears that shimmered like silver. Each tear summoned spirits to aid her, balancing the dark energy of her second soul. For hours, the sky churned. The Shadowborn attacked, but Amora's combined power with the second soul created a barrier of living shadows. Every spirit she had helped and every ghost she had come joined her, forming an army of echoes and memories. Finally, with one last cry of unity, the second soul and her body became perfectly synchronized. The Shadowborn were banished, screaming silently as they were absorbed back into the void from which they came. The eclipse ended, the sky returned to normal, and the village awoke unharmed. Aftermath. Amora survived, changed forever. She now carried the second soul fully in control, able to summon spirits at will, but she also understood the price. She could never let it fully awaken again, for it would seek freedom and destruction. The villagers no longer feared her, they revered her. They told stories of the girl who walked with two souls, the one who could commune with the living and the dead, and the one who protected the village from forces older than the mountains. Yet in her heart, Amora knew this truth. The second soul was patient. It was eternal. And one day, it might demand more than she could give. Until that day came, she watched over Omiru, silent, vigilant, and powerful beyond imagination.